All right, all right, all right. It's your boy, the Big Canucker here, coming at you with another knife review. Sorry about that. That was my pretty lame attempt to do Matthew McConaughey impersonation. I don't know if I can pull it off. All right, all right, all right. I don't know. Oh well, I like Matthew McConaughey. Anyways, coming at you with a little bit of a knife review. Now I know that. In a little while ago, I was talking about just getting out and expanding my channel a little bit, and maybe not doing just the kind of the talking hands knife reviews all the time. And but I got some bad news from my doctor. Foot is not responding too well to putting weight on it in my cast. I'm not sure if you guys, any new folks will not realize, but any of you guys who have been around for a while on my channel know that 3.5 years I've been off work, been dealing with 3 surgeries, 26 pieces of titanium in and out of the foot. It's not been a very fun thing, and I was getting close to being done. And I thought, okay, well, I'm starting to put some weight on the foot, but the last month it's really gone backwards. It's been a lot of pain, so I'm off the foot again completely. No walking whatsoever. Supposed to be my little knee scooter or crutches, but off the feet completely. So I think that some of my videos of out and about in the bush and stuff like that will have me put on hold for a little bit until I can walk. But, all right, now, in the meantime, we've got a little bit of a review here. Haven't had this knife for a very long time. Only had it for a couple of days, and I will be some of these newer stuff that I get. I will be kind of doing. I don't know if I'll be doing any unboxing videos. I might do one unboxing. I've got a surprise that's coming at the end of the month. I don't want to say anything yet until it actually gets here, but. It is, hope, it'll go through customs and everything like that. And that one, I think I might do an unboxing. But what I'd like to do is kind of, open them up at my own leisure, pocket carry them for a little bit and then do a review. And this is going to be kind of my initial impressions on this knife. And I will end up doing probably a couple months or 6 months down the road after I've really EDC'd this and put it through a lot of paces. I'll be doing probably another complete review on this and a few more knives, for sure. But any of you knife guys out there will recognize this right away. This is a Civivi Exarch. I don't know. I've heard it said a bunch of different ways. Exarch or Civivi Arch, Civivi, long skinny knife that's a front flipper. I'm going to call it a Civivi Arch is what I'm going to call it, because I think that sounds pretty cool. The Civivi Arch. Anyways, Civivi is actually We Knives budget lineup. And I have not owned a We Knives knife, but I do believe I've had some knives that were built by We Knives, including my Ray Laconico Keen. I do believe that's built by We Knives, and if it is, wicked quality to you. And this budget offering from them is wonderful. I mean, it's really well put together. The fit and finish on this knife is excellent. The materials used on the blade, on the knife are excellent. It does not feel cheap. It feels well put together. Everything was really, really nicely lined up, and I'm really, really impressed with this company. Of course, they're made in China, or as the orange goof down south would say, China. But it seems like it's coming out of China, and it's really, really quite a quality knife. G10 scales on it, D2 blade, and I gotta say, folks, I'm really sorry. I am a knife snob. 8CR13 MOV, I dislike that intensely. I had a couple of Spydercos in the 8CR13 MOV, and I really, really liked. I had a Tenacious, and I still have it, the other one. Oh, I can't remember what the other one is off the top of my head, but it's the Tenacious version that's about 4 inches long, and I used that one as my gardening knife. And the 8CR13 MOV just it drove me crazy with how fast it dulled. And D2 is a tool steel, and it will keep the edge, it's not a super steel, but it's a, it's a really, really great steel. It's a really, really tough, and it's got decent edge holding ability. And like I said, this is a front flipper, and let's try opening this up. I am probably going to fail. Oh, I didn't flip it. Let's try it one more time. I've had a real hard time with this front flipper. I can flip it like this. There we go. Almost. There we go. But it is fun, and when I do get the hang of it, man, I feel like a newbie here. There. Now imagine that flipping out really super fast, and that's what this will do for you. I can get it. I guess a lot of people maybe do a little bit of a kind of a well. Anyway, here is the blade. Let's go over the specs. Now the overall length is 7.33 inches long. Now the braid length is 3.22 inches, and it's a really, really svelte blade. It's only 2.6 ounces, so really, really, it disappears inside the pocket. And I really, really like too the fact that it's got the blade just about disappears right inside the handle. There's nothing that sticks out that's to bug you, and it is a great gentleman's carry. It is something that is small enough to almost carry in your front kind of pocket watch of your jeans. If you do put it in your jeans, it's gonna not snag when you're kind of putting your hand in and out to get the keys of your wallet or anything like that. And you can wear this with pants, jeans, sweats, slacks, tux if you need to, because it is a gentleman's carry. And it does do a great job with that. Now, like I said, the blade width on it is 0.62, which is 15 millimeters, which is a little bit bigger than ½ inch. And your thickness is 0.12 or 3 millimeters. So, it's a wicked slicer. It is a high hollow grind. And it's a drop point with a satin finish. And this thing is a slicing machine. I am really, really impressed with this coming out of the factory. It was really quite sharp. The only thing I have done to it is I've stropped it a little bit, and I just want to kind of go over some of this cutting here, because it does cut extremely well. Now this is actually some paper towel, and what I do with that is just go like that, and you can see it just right through the paper towel, and that's not an easy thing to do, folks. And then the other thing here we've got is just the cardboard, and it goes through the cardboard like absolute nothing. I am so impressed. There's very, 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 very little resistance that this is going through that cardboard, and I am really, really blown away. And that is one of the things that I really look for in a knife. That's my kind of thing, is I cut so much cardboard that I want a knife that'll break down a cardboard box and it'll go through cardboard like butter, and this is one that will. I'm really, really impressed with this. Let's go over some of the other information about this. It is a liner lock with G10 sculpted scales, and also has, if you look inside there, you've got some skeletonized stainless steel liners on the inside there too as well. So it is a fairly tough knife. It is a deep carry clip, and it is only tip up right hand side carry, which is, it's all right. Oh no, maybe it's not. You know what? It is left or right hand, but it is only tip up. So sorry about that. Made a little bit of a mistake. Of course, you've got a little bit of a G10 backspacer with a lanyard hole, and I'm not sure if you know of my channel, you know that I like having lanyards on all my knives. I haven't had a chance to put one on here, but it is really small, so I'm going to have to find something that's my regular leather shoelace lanyard may not fit in there, but we'll see if we can make it fit. A little bit of a knock on this knife. Handle length is 4.11 inches. And the handle width itself is 0.72, which is 18 millimeters, or just a smidge under 3/4. let's see, now the handle thickness is 0.47, which is, I do believe, 11 or 12 millimeters. So there we go again, just a smidge under ½ inch. So it is not going to like fill your hand completely, but it is going to be very, very comfortable. I've really done, not a great amount of cutting with this, but what I have done, it is very, very comfortable, and I haven't noticed any hot spots. Now, they're riding on some cage ceramic ball bearings, so it is extremely smooth, and but it's got a little bit of a, now I don't know if it's just me or if it's the fact that this has got a little bit of a tough detent, but this jimping on here is fairly, I'm not going to say it's aggressive, but it is sharp. It is like new jimping. You can tell that that when they machined this particular knife, that they must have just put brand new blades on there, because it is a very, very crisp, and it has been tearing at my thumb just a smidge. So I just wonder if my detent is maybe a little bit stronger, and it will break in. But it is, it is drop shut. Like once you've got this liner lock kind of pressed in, so it rides on those cage bearings really, really nice. I just think I need to have my detent kind of maybe broken in a little bit. I can get it to snap open when I'm sitting on the couch by myself, but just seems like with this camera, I'm not able to do it right now. Ah, there we go. Hallelujah. We got her done. So you can see how fast this thing absolutely rockets out. All right. So like I said, it is a front flipper, made in China, and she's an everyday carry knife. I really, really like this knife, and so far, on a scale of 1 to 10, I think I would probably give this an 8. The fidget factor is very, very high with this front flipper. I just got to get it dialed in, I think. And it's just a matter of a little bit of muscle memory too as well. And I would imagine when I do the couple month update on this, I'll have that completely dialed in. But so far, it's been really, really fun to fool around with this. But be careful. I mean, this knife is wickedly sharp. I've poked myself a couple times in the palm with it, and it's in no time I'm drawing a little bit of blood. So scale of 1 to 10, definitely an 8. Definitely something that you want to pick up. I ended up getting this out of Hero Outdoors in Canada, and it cost me, I think, $78. So under $100, and a fantastic knife. I just think it's something that's worth, if you're, and the reason I actually got it is because I wanted to add a front flipper into my collection. I thought this would be I've heard really, really good things about this, so I thought I would give this a try, and I'm extremely happy and extremely satisfied. This front flipper is something that takes a little bit of getting used to, and I'm sure I will get used to it, no problem. So 8 out of 10 on the Big Canucker score. I just wanted to say thank you so much for stopping by. Want you to stay safe out there. We're not out of the woods yet with the old coronavirus, so please listen to the experts. Please stay safe out there. We want to be able to come back and watch many, many videos, and and I don't want any of my friends to go anywhere, because I appreciate each and every one of you. Now, if you like what you saw, please give me a thumbs up and a subscription. I really, really appreciate it so much. Now, stay safe out there. Keep your stick on the ice, the shiny side up. That's the Big Canucker saying adios.